Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and today I am here to walk you through my hoped for TBR for the month of September. As I'm sure you know by now, I am a teacher and I am going back to school at the end of August. And typically September is an incredibly hectic month. I don't have a lot of plans, but it's just adjusting to an entirely new schedule, adjusting to a new workload, a new combination of students, and there always seems like there's so much to do that I can't possibly manage it. I always do, but it always seems impossible at the start. So, because I feel like my time might be limited, I have limited the number of books that I am putting on this TBR so that hopefully I get a chance to enjoy them all. First of all, I am hoping to listen to the audiobook of Emma M. Lyon, Volume 8. I will, of course, start this at the end of August as I begin commuting back and forth again, but it might carry over into September as well. If I finish that before the month is out, I will probably then start the next Finlay Donovan mystery. The title of this one escapes me, but I will try and put the picture of the cover over here. These are also delightful in which we follow Finlay Donovan, the writer, as she gets herself further and further into various criminal entanglements, all while trying to write about them without sounding like it was her personal experience, and navigate her love life, and being a divorced mother of two small children. So I can't wait to see where this story goes. I am hoping for the best, but they are always a stressful but fun and funny time. So on my current stack, I have 4 books. One is not currently here with me, and that is a book that I recently purchased in a bookstore in the Salt Lake City airport, of all places, which was incredibly well stocked. I have to say, ever since I said how much I loved the airport W.H. Smiths in the UK and how well stocked they were with a wide variety, I saw excellent bookstores in West Coast libraries on that trip, so I could stand corrected in my assessment of American airport libraries. Bookstores, rather. But nonetheless, I found a copy of Abby Offsides, and not having it with me, the author's name escapes me, but again, I will have a picture of the cover here. I could not pass up this book, especially once I knew and had checked that my libraries did not own a copy. This is about a young woman named Abby who is frustrated with her life for a variety of reasons. She is American, so she gives herself an entirely new haircut, moves to England, to Liverpool, I believe, whereupon she falls in love with a footballer, and things go on from there. I could not pass that up. I am in such a contemporary romance mood at the moment. Football season is starting at the end of August. I can't wait. And that pretty much sums up the rest of the books I have chosen for this month. I can't wait to get to these. Anton Dubek is always a fan favorite with me, so I am picking up Monte Carlo by Moonlight, which is book 2 in his Foresight series. And I can't decide if this is a sequel to the Royal Show or a prequel, because I know they were touring the south of France, Monte Carlo area before the events of the Royal Show, or perhaps they go back after those events. I'm not sure. I'm going in blind, and I will let you know how I like it. The first one had a bit of a mystery turn to it, so we'll see if this one does as well. If you missed my last wrap up, the Forsyth novels are, by Anton Dubek at least, are set in the 1960s among a traveling variety show. And of course, it's Anton Dubek, so some of them are ballroom dancers. But we focus on a variety of other kinds of artists as well. Another book I cannot wait to read in September is Jojo Finally Home. This is Johannes Radebey's memoir, which I picked up in London after seeing him in Kinky Boots. And I love watching him dance. I have loved seeing him as a pro on Strictly Come Dancing for years, which will also be starting in September, so I will get to see clips of that. And so I feel like this will be a fun accompaniment to that. He is now going to be a host rather than a dancer, which is wonderful but slightly disappointing. I do hope they still let him dance, at least in the group numbers, because I will miss seeing him dance. So this, I'm sure, chronicles his life story, growing up in South Africa, becoming a dancer, coming to London, getting the job on Strictly, and I'm not sure how far it goes, but I'm excited to see as much of his life as he gives us here. And the last book that I am definitely planning on reading in September is The Merry Spinster, Tales of Everyday Horror by Daniel M. Layton. I believe this author now goes by. He transitioned after this book was published, so the cover does not reflect his new name, but I believe he goes by Daniel M. Layton now. These are short stories that I have been meaning to read for years. Yes, it says Tales of Everyday Horror, but I believe they also have a fairly comedic turn as well. I love this description from the flap. It says that the Merry Spinster updates traditional children's stories and fairy tales with elements of psychological horror, emotional clarity, and a keen sense of feminist mischief. And doesn't that just sound delightful? It'll be a fun, short little read that I can definitely work in the busy month of September. So a short video, because those are all the books that I want to commit myself to reading for the month. I will also, of course, be planning my VTober reads in the month of September, so be on the lookout for that. I'm very excited to start planning my reads for that. I hope I get to read other books apart from this, but if I don't, I am trying not to be too hard on myself. Let me know down below what you are planning to read next month. If you have loved any of these books, please let me know down below to encourage me, or how you tend to feel in September, especially if you have some sort of back to school curve, either as a student or a teacher or a parent. Even if you don't, let me know, do you still get that back to school feeling? I have some friends who still do, even though they're not in school anymore. Let me know any and all thoughts down below. I always love hearing from you all. And until next time, be safe, be well, and happy reading. Bye, everyone.